And there we are. Oh, here, let me move this a little closer to myself.
Of course, now I'm going to have to pull up the feed in order to see you.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. We'll work it out.
Oh, I froze. No. My webcam froze.
Unplugged?
Huh?
Become unplugged?
No, it just froze. Let me try messing with it for a second. I have another one. Activate and activate. No. Crash Ola on the webcam. All right. Oh, I got this one. That's not so pretty. Not so pretty at all. Wonder what I bet I have to stop OBS to get it to come back up.
Possibly.
Well,
is that going to create another URL for YouTube?
No, it shouldn't. I'm not going to. Well, if I turn it off, it will. But instead of turning it off, we're just going to keep on trucking.
Okay.
We're just going to keep on trucking.
Your camera is working.
Well, this camera is. This is a different one.
Oh, okay.
How's it going, Bobby? How's it going, William? All right. So what I'm going to have to do is just point this camera so that I'm going to look at it every once in a while. How's it going, guys? We're doing a double live here. Double live. And we're going to add a filter. I think.
Yeah, we'll have to hammer all of this out because we could have done live on YouTube and I could have pushed it right to the Facebook group at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you're the master. Who's this guy? Nurse Z's? This is Tyson. Everybody say hi to Tyson. You guys know Tyson. Most of you probably know Tyson from some
I think I've probably chatted with everyone in the group.
I think you probably have. All right, let's try and do a little zoomage. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. And then shrink this down a little bit. So we had a webcam crash right as we turned on. So I can try it again, but yeah, still no go. So we had a little webcam crash, so we're doing it a little different. And we're doing a double. We got Tyson hanging out tonight. I just really felt like hanging out with friends. So I thought, what the heck, let's do a live stream. And we've been talking about trying to bring people on and you know, do some stuff with more than just me and my ugly mug. And so now we got Tyson here with us as well. So how's everybody doing? Tyson is the best. Yeah, see, everybody knows Tyson. I got 3 Sonoff basics today. They were supposed to be duals. Oh, that was?
Yeah.
Oh, man. How did you end up with basics when you should have had duals? That's no good. That's too bad. Auburn, Georgia. How's it going? So I just got done. I just got done filming a Lovelace tutorial video. So I started working on editing it. Hopefully, I should be able to have it done by Monday, no problem. That should be fine. So, did you guys? Some of you may have seen Tyson did a stream on Facebook earlier today too.
An hour and a half.
What were you installing? Like a doorknob, doorbell?
No, I took the RF door and window sensor that I had, and I turned it into a doorbell.
Audio is good. Video is frozen. Uh-oh. Is that my first one, or is my new one frozen? Are you watching it, Tyson?
I'm still watching it, and both of us are moving.
Okay. Oh, I saw Chris. Yeah, Chris. That I think you posted that on Facebook, right? That he fried his Node MCU. Evening, everybody. How's it going? Video's good. Okay, that did pause. It did right at the very beginning. That might be what Bobby was talking about. think that was who said that. Because right at the beginning, my webcam froze. So this is actually the webcam I usually use for the desk to like show things that are on the desk. So I usually have two. And yeah, just as we started, my webcam, the other webcam froze, and it won't come back up. And then I would have to turn off OBS and turn it back on to get it back, and that would mean cutting off the stream and starting it back up. So yeah, we ain't gonna do that. Not tonight. Hello, Home Assistant brothers all over the world. Hey, Charlie, how's it going?
There you go. Now I can switch between the two and look at YouTube.
Should I get a static IP or just use DuckDNS?
DuckDNS.
Yeah, I think DuckDNS.
Well, who's your internet service provider? Because sometimes they do them free.
Stuart, do you get that? I had the last time I had to get I didn't have to, but last time I tried getting a static IP address, it cost me like $5 a month extra.
Yeah.
Oh no, Onsk, you had to remove all your Sonoffs because of insurance. Did they find out you had them and told you had to take them out? That sucks. Yeah, it's $5 a month, Stuart. Yeah, you're fine with DuckDNS. I think most everybody uses DuckDNS. There's probably very few of us that have a static IP. You just use DuckDNS. You forward one port and you put a password on your Home Assistant interface, and you should be fine.
I mean, it all depends on what you want to access outside the house.
That's true. That's true.
If you want to access everything, you're opening a lot.
Yeah, if you can set up a VPN, that's what I use for other things like editing my YAML files and that kind of stuff. Oh, if you get Google domain, they'll give you a tool for DuckDNS. Oh, cool. Well, and then Chris says if you can get one, get one.
DDNS was it's a dynamic domain name service.
Oh, we're not talking about DuckDNS? Whoops. So what's everybody else up to? Let's hear some good Sonoff stories or some good who's been hacking the heck out of their house today. Besides Tyson. We know Tyson made a doorbell. And what did you do? You had it talking or something? You had it
I'll have to show you the flow in a minute. I'm trying to... Oh, I am. Okay, let's go.
Thanks, Sean.
Oh, Stuart, you're in the right place to get your questions answered.
Now my audio should be better.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me.
I was moving this other camera around, and Sean said that all he can hear was just me moving the camera.
Oh, I wonder is Tyson's volume a little loud? Let me see if I need to turn it down. And are you getting an echo? Hey, Jeff. You made the thermostat. Was going great, and you touched it again, and you blew it up. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Got your dad his first Sonoff? Sweet.
Do you guys want to see my, let's see, what was it? The controller I made for my heating and air?
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it.
It's back here somewhere. One of the few projects that I put together and then haven't put in yet.
Good, Chris. You can't have too many Node MCUs. Last time I only have 2 Node MCUs, but I use a lot of the D1 minis. And the last time I bought some, I bought a pack of 10. And not only does it make it cheaper, but then you've got plenty to spare. So if you destroy one, which occasionally will happen, you don't have to wait to keep going on your project. Ah, Bobby, you were watching on your iPad? Yeah, maybe it was just too much bandwidth or something, but
did you watch any of that live stream, Justin, that I did?
I watched a few minutes of it. I kind of fast forwarded through it. I didn't have an hour and a half to do it, but I did watch some of it.
The same thing's happening right now that happened during both of the live streams that I did. Every time when I start to talk about something and I want to go find what it is that I want to talk about, can't find it. I think I spent 5 or 10 minutes on that video looking for the door and window sensor to install it because I misplaced it.
That's awesome. Stuart says, any thoughts on an LED night light that's not too bright you can use for your daughters to indicate when she can get out of bed? Yellow when it's nighttime, and green when it's okay to get up. Oh, that's cool. Well, you can always can't you change the brightness of the LEDs with a resistor? Tell me, electricians out there, is that right? So you could use you could. There's a whole bunch of different ways you could do it. First, before I start coming up with any crazy ideas, does anybody have some good suggestions for Stuart? I think you could use one RGB LED like a 2812, or you could use 3 different single color LEDs connected to different pins on a D1 Mini or something.
There's another option.
And then you just send the on and the off. And then if you didn't want them to be too bright, then you just add some resistors. I think I would probably do like what Travis and Jeff are saying. Stuart, oops, sorry, stop playing with that. And do probably one RGB LED, and then just set it up with automations to be different colors and different brightness, because you can do the brightness, through Home Assistant or whatever with an RGB LED like a 2812. Stream lag. We have the same idea. That's what I was thinking. PWM on 3 pins to RGB LEDs like in the brush sensor. Cool, Travis. Yeah, that'd be a good way to do it. I like those ring lights, like El Slabo. I like those ring lights. Look at your chat. What chat? What'd I miss?
I'm going to try.
Oh, look at this. Oh, nice. What are you doing there, James? Tell me about this. I'm sorting out. You're flashing something? You're flashing the RF bridge right now? That's what I think I see. Security camera into a speed detector. Man. Nope, I haven't. Is anybody else? How would you do that? Can you even do that? You have to have like a
detector.
You have to have like a Doppler sensor or something, right? I don't know. That would be super cool if you could do that, but I don't know how to do it. That's for sure. If anybody does,
I haven't thought of
that would
doing
be super
anything
awesome.
that crazy yet.
Yeah, that would be fun. Have I seen the new migration Lovelace? I sure have. In fact, I used it today. Bosher. Has anybody else used it? Someone did it somewhere? You're working on a new video. That's fantastic, Jeff. Or James, sorry. That's fantastic. So the new Lovelace migration, who else has used it? It worked pretty well. I think if you're gonna, and I just, like I was saying a minute ago, I just finished shooting all the footage for a Lovelace video. And I started with, of course, how do you start? And there's two big ways to start. You can use that migration tool, or you can just, kind of start from scratch with an empty lovelace.yaml file. And my personal previous UI was a total disaster. It was a mess. So I started from scratch. But I did run that migration tool on my other Home Assistant Pi just to see how it works, and it worked great. It looks good. Anybody else? Travis? Are you using Lovelace yet?
Tyson.
Travis, sorry, and Tyson. Travis is in here too.
Oh, no, I haven't yet. Because I've been working on one of the things they said I was going to try and work on forever.
Chris, I love that idea. Chris says buy an old Chevy Impala and put some RGB LEDs on it. And if somebody drives too fast, just start that trigger an automation that flashes the the red and blue.
Yeah.
I have
with impersonating a cop fine
from Ben's old LED project. I have that the police LED pattern. It spins around the red and blue. and I can do it on the outside of my house. Now that I have my door sensors running with the connected, I need to set up an automation so that if they open at certain times of night, that'll fire up and start blasting some police-looking lights on the outside of the house. That's a great way to alert the neighbors and everybody else that there's something bad going on at your house.
There's this is what I've been working on. I don't know if you're able to see it full screen.
John says, can I find a hack or building a motion sensor, switching lights, sending a signal via Wi-Fi? I think you're in the right place for all those things, John. If you want a motion sensor that's going to control some lights that works on Wi-Fi, we can do all those things. You can do all those things
PIR to bridge to Home Assistant.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of different motion sensors you can use. You can, if you have a situation where you can have it plugged in, you can use, like the D1 Mini, or you can even, I haven't done this yet, but I want to put a motion sensor on a Sonoff Basic. Some of you guys probably have. Who's done that? Anybody put a motion sensor on a Sonoff Basic on one of the extra pins?
Not yet.
Yeah, I want to. I'm pretty sure it'd work. And then you have a relay on the Sonoff if you use a Sonoff, or otherwise you just hook up a relay to your lights, and then you can do the automation in Home Assistant to make them turn on and off, and that's all controlled by Wi-Fi. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do to make that happen. So yeah, it's certainly possible. Oh, good. So Binary Tuning says so he's put one on the motion sensor on a Sonoff Basic, and Travis, of course, not surprised there. Works perfect for turning on the light. Much more responsive than the Z-Wave. Oh, I love it when we beat Z-Wave at something. That's great.
Z-Wave is a pain in the bum.
Yeah, I'm not a hater on the Z-Wave, but I like the way we do it with Home Assistant and Tasmota and all these open source, more freeware kind of stuff where nobody's looking to make $1 million. We're all just trying to
that's
have fun.
One of the most popular phone call types that I get. I'm not going to say who I work for. Some of you already know. But that's one of the popular phone calls that I get is our Z-Wave, where it won't interface between the panel or a door lock, or a panel and the thermostat. And they're a pain.
Yeah. So Stuart's motion sensors. Mine have been pretty reliable. I've got the I haven't been using the D1 Mini one that I set up anymore, but the one I have for the Sonoff RF one is working okay. It's probably reasonably sensitive. I want to see. So Fred is talking about using the motion sensors from the camera software to trigger Home Assistant routines. Tell me about this, Fred. You must be using like Blue Iris or something, one of those. If there's another way to do it, let me know, because that I think is the best way to do it. Probably. It seems to me that the motion sensing stuff on most of these cameras is pretty good, and so if you can use that motion sensing to trigger things in Home Assistant, like turning lights on and off or sending audible messages, that kind of stuff, that's the way to go. I think that's a great way to do it. So how do you do it, Fred? Teach us. Yeah, Blue Iris. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's a great one. Maybe someday I'll get that set up. If anybody else, if Fred, you want to make a video about it? We need to start. We were talking about this. Me and Tyson were talking about. We need to start to
collaborate.
Collaborate, or there's another word. Anyways, put together different videos. A lot of different people. There's way more videos than I can make that need to be made to help people figure out what they need to figure out. And there's a lot of people who've already figured it out. And honestly, almost everything is available in some form, some documentation somewhere, but finding it is a pain. And everybody would rather watch a 10 or 15 minute video about something than spend an hour and a half reading about it to figure it out. So I don't know what the best format is yet. I can say at the very least, something we can do is if you make a video and it's got something to do with Home Assistant and home automation and electronics and something cool that you want to share with all this group, we've got plenty of places we can post it. We got Facebook group, we got my website, and I can certainly promote it with on the YouTube channel, and anybody else that's got a good you know, a YouTube channel that wants to do the same thing, and there are plenty of projects that need somebody to make a video about them. So if you got some ideas and you really don't need much. Like, you don't have to have a bunch of equipment. You got a cell phone, you can do it. You can do what you need to do. So
that's what I did in the first live stream on today, was exclusively my cell phone.
Yeah. Most of my videos, the first probably, gosh, 25 or so that I did with a cell phone. And then some of the ones lately that I've been doing have been more webcam and OBS, and it's faster for me to do them that way. But, you know, you don't need all that. You really don't. All right, let's see. Catching up here. What is James saying? Oh, James got a problem. Connect failed with AP timeout. Connection mode, blue.
Payload state.
What happened to Happy Bubbles? Oh, Happy Bubbles was what, another, like a presence detection, if I recall. I don't remember, Bobby. I didn't use it. I've heard of it. Hey, Shane. Can I use the motion sensor in your Arlo Pro? I do not believe so, Marcus. I have an Arlo Q. And I have Arlo, I have Blink, I have Foscam, and then I have an Amcrest one down here. But as far as I know, natively, the motion detection on any of those cameras isn't set up to be used as a trigger for automations and Home Assistant. So you need something else to process it and then send a message, like a whole nother software package like Blue Iris, or I don't know if iSpy will do it.
It will.
iSpy does it? Okay. iSpy or...
That's one I'm going to do when I get the package of 4 cameras that I ordered.
Awesome. And then there's that other one that's... help me out, guys. What's the other one? It's not Blue Iris. Oh, stink. I can't remember it now. I'll think of it in a minute. There's another one that's free. Blue Iris costs like $60. iSpy's free, I assume. Is that right?
Yes.
All right.
And exclusive for Windows. Synology, is that the other one?
Well, Synology might have a pack, you know, something that does that. I don't know. It's not the one I'm thinking of. So that maybe that's another one to put on the list. ZoneMinder. Yes, Marcus. Thank you. That's the one. ZoneMinder. Yes. You guys got it. TinyCam. Haven't heard of TinyCam. That's cool. Yeah, Blue Iris has MQTT. I think if I was going to do one, that's the one I'll use. That's one I'll start with. I looked at Blue Iris and ZoneMinder and maybe a little bit of iSpy, but I think I'm going to try Blue Iris, and that's good, Travis. I keep doing that. Sorry, Tyson. If you use iSpy and I do Blue Iris, then we'll have a nice round means for comparison. So that'll be good. Sean,
I've already got some of the iSpy stuff set up. That's what I have doing the my pan tilt cameras. When the front door opens, the pan tilt will turn and focus right on the front door.
Oh, cool. So Shane, tell me about this. So in Lovelace, you can put a link to your webcam feed in the image link for tiles. Ooh. I didn't know about this. I know you can put like, link. I set mine up. Here's my Lovelace over here because I've been working on it today. So I set mine up so that, this is just an entity. It's a picture, and I'm using the camera image, but it's not actually using, but I could try that. How do you do it? You just put it in as the URL, like from the camera? Let's try it while we're sitting here. Might as well. All right. I'm gonna open this up. Oh, can't block out Tyson. All right.
What? I'm sorry,
So
I stepped
Lovelace. CGI URL. Where do I get the CGI URL? Ooh, RTSP and MotionEye works very well. Okay, I haven't done that. So MotionEye, do you have that running on you have that running on something that is also has the camera on it, or are you using that as kind of a hub for a bunch of cameras to come together? It's dark. It's nighttime, and my lights just came on to tell the kids it's time to come inside. Turn those off. Do I have a Broadlink RM Pro? I do not. I have the Sonoff RF Bridge, So I don't have an RM Pro. Raspberry Pi Zero with Motion iOS as the IP cameras. Cool. Is that working out well for you, Steven?
Steven, what do you think
Motion iOS on
one
Pi.
unit like that costs you to set up completely? I've been curious what the price comparison is between just buying an IP camera or making one with the Pi Zero.
All right. I am going to put in another camera here. Let's go to this. This is my Lovelace. We're going to go here to where I have other cameras right here. And let's put it right below this one or above this one. So who was it? Shane, is there a link? Is there a link to the instructions on how to do that? Where to get the CGI? Where to get the CGI link? So much chat. It's awesome. Decent PoE IP cameras on Amazon for $40. Can't beat that. I was pretty happy, Tyson. You got those like $20 cameras working in Home Assistant, right?
The ones that I've got, I purchased off of Amazon. Those were about $40 a piece. Those were like a year ago or something like that I bought those.
Oh, you did it just playing around.
And I just ordered 4 outdoor cameras off of, I think, AliExpress. Let's see how much they were. I want to say they were only like $23. And I don't have to send the video feed through a China server at all. It'll all be local.
No movability. Sean has 2 Pi Zero cameras, and one with IR and one without. $35 total and no movability. That's not bad. I think that you have the new Pi Camera 2, right? That I think it's got a higher resolution. Looks pretty good. I have one. I haven't. It's for a different project. That's for that Century gun.
Oh, my goodness.
To shoot.
Do you hear my dog? Now you probably did.
Oh, now I do.
I'll be right back. She's got to go
hey,
out.
Keaton. Get some cameras to run inside. Currently just a boatload of motion sensors inside. Yeah. I think I'm happiest so far with my Foscam, but they're definitely more expensive, certainly than some of these options we're talking about. But they've got pan tilt zoom. They can store stuff locally. You can get an HD version for, I think the one I just bought, I don't think Foscam really exists anymore. Amcrest, I think, bought them. So I think everything is now being branded as Amcrest. But I just bought one on Prime Day for $70 or so, I think. Camera, image, camera, and then the name of my camera. Is that how I do it for this? Derek, are you trying to walk me through how to get the live camera feed in Lovelace? Hey, I'll see this. Trying to keep up. My eyes are no good anyways. Foscam is still live? Okay. Yes. Okay, Derek. So the type is going to be a picture glance. Okay. And then camera image, and then the name of the camera. Okay. And then I have to look up what my camera is called. It is Foscam camera. Okay. So here's, I mean, one of the best things about Lovelace is you can make these kinds of changes real quick, and then you just check it out. All right, anything else I'm missing? What do you think? The link on the right side of the page, the Lovelace UI Home Assistant is a written example. Said it last week. Oh, is it on the, is it, it's in the examples? Oh, cool. Well, how does mine look? Does it look like I got it? Give it a go.
So I just pulled up my order from AliExpress. I bought 4 cameras at $14.25 each.
Nope.
$14.25 each.
$14 each?
I think that's what I
Gee whiz.
spent on them. Let me go back in here and see what. So I did, I think 720.
Oh, okay. I see, Fred. So it's just a regional thing, maybe, with Foscam and Amcrest. Are you guys in the States? We are in the States. Actually, Tyson and I are in the same state.
Only about an hour away from each other.
Yep. The Reolink cameras. I don't know the Reolink cameras. Yuri, does anybody know Reolink cameras? Holy friggin' crap. What happened, Chris?
$15 cams. Yes, they're out there. It's on Ali, and I have, like I said, 4 of them coming that should be here any day. I ordered a power over Ethernet switch, and it got here today at the same time that I ordered those cameras. So.
All right, let's check out. All right, Derek, it's in the it's under these picture glance here. Camera image. Affordable weather stations for outdoors. What do you guys think? Pharma for president. Wants to know about a weather station for outdoors. Somebody just made one. Who made one? Bobby Rochester. Yes, I have made a Lovelace video and I'm just editing it, and you can expect to see it by Monday. That's the goal. Maybe even closer.
What was the brand?
Yeah, that's how mine works, Keaton. If I can look at if I look at it right now, the kids are going to be watching it. I'm sure they're going to be sitting in front of the TV right now, or sitting in front of the computer downstairs watching. So if I go here, you can look at my camera. There they are. So this is the Foscam. See, they're sitting there watching this stream, I'm sure. It's a little delayed. And then you can't do it here, but you can do the pan tilt zoom. There are ways. I set it up so that you can, somebody had something on the forums, a project they posted on the forums where you can put in commands. You can put in pan tilt zoom commands and it'll move to certain places. My Foscam UI, yeah. Let me see. I'll do that over here so that I don't. Oh, if I can do that. Oh, yes. Let me do it on this. Pulling up Foscam UI on the Mac. All right. And then what? Is it going to... Oh, now I can hear him. Can you hear him? We can.
Why did you wake up at 5 in the morning?
Yeah. Okay. So then here somewhere, can I get the CGI? Is that what you're telling me? Video settings. Where do I find it in here then, Shane? Keep coming. Hello, Eduardo. Hey, Paul. How's it going? The link for CGI you get from there. Okay, cool. Pan tilt zoom firewall system network maybe. There's the own Viv. Is that it? No. IP.
Is there a way in Home Assistant to take the user's GPS info and tell you the closest business or POI and not just zones?
Not that I know of. Anyone? 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 Streams tab maybe? Let's see. Device information. No. Device status. Session status.
I'll tell you one way you can figure it out for sure. It's up to you if you want to do it now or not, but if you install iSpy, they have a wizard in there that will scan your network and give you all of the URLs possible for the camera.
Ooh. I know the IP address for it, but I don't have this CGI URL, whatever that is.
You said it's FOSCam?
Yeah. Snapshot settings, video settings, on-screen display detector, motion sound.
Are you wanting a CGI live video or just image?
Live video. Are you just Google searching it?
Mm-hmm.
Try open developer tools and network tab, then refresh your page. Okay. Network tab. I see IP, I see wireless settings.
I wonder if yours is the same as mine.
Oh, maybe this is it. No, there's dynamic DNS. Do I need to do that? Developer tools. Oh, wait, you mean developer tools in the browser? Sorry, this maybe is a bad time for this. I'm obviously over my head, right? I'm excited and I'm just going at it. That's okay. The chat's got a mind of its own. Everybody just takes care of each other in the chat, right? You don't need us. What cameras are you asking about, Paul? We're talking about a whole variety of cameras, honestly, but specifically right now, there's a few guys trying to help me get my live FOSCam CGI address. Is that what you call it? So that in my Lovelace interface, I can have a live camera view. So that's what I'm trying to do. So we're trying to figure out where do I find and how do I find my CGI address.
Mine's a knockoff of the FOSCam, so I may be able to just give you my link and have you change the IP address and stuff.
Yeah, that's right, Shane. Show him who's boss. Am I wanting the HTSP or RTSP ports? Fred, I have no idea.
Not the ports, just the URL.
Discord chat. All right. James has got me in the Discord chat. What's up? Does FOSCam not have a preview page? I don't know. RTSP. In mine, it's system info, then video streams. Okay. So I have settings, system, backup, restore, system upgrade, patch, install, factory reset. No. Pan, tilt, cruise, startup options, record, detector, video. Privacy zone, snapshot, network, FTP settings maybe?
Try.
No. Mail settings, no. Oh yeah, let's do that. Hey, Shane, let's get you in here. Let's get Shane in here. Shane, can we add you to the Google chat?
Put your Gmail address into Discord or on Facebook.
Good thinking. Good thinking, James. Duh.
And you won't have to worry about anything on the video feed either. It'll just auto switch between he and I.
Sweet. Sweet, sweet. So you're going to add him?
Sorry,
no
I
webcam.
No webcam. That's fine.
Well, you can
It'll
do
do audio.
You can do screen share. Yeah. You can do screen share. Has anybody tried the Facebox component? I just barely heard about the Facebox component probably a week or two ago, and I have not tried it, but it sounds really cool. Has anybody else tried it?
So we have a number of different ways of being able to send you a message. Where do you want me to put this link?
For me?
Yeah.
Send it to Discord is probably the easiest thing right now. I have Discord open.
General room?
Sure. Or you can just personal message to me.
Okay, you're right there.
Has anybody used the fan controller? I have the fan controller, Ben. I have it, but I've been watching the chat on the Tasmota website very closely, and not everybody has a flawless install. There's sometimes some issues. Thank you. There's sometimes some issues with the fan speed, and you may have to get in there and do some stuff with different capacitors and such, so that you don't have what some people are having is a fan speed that's slower, and then it's barely moving or something. It doesn't happen with everybody, and I think it depends on your fan. It sounds to me like the ones that have been having the problem are sort of these Harbor Breeze, Lowe's, Home Depot standard fans, which is what I have. So I haven't had the time that I think I might need to dedicate to getting it working, but I'm very excited about it. I have it, and I want to make it work. Do you have one?
Set of 3 on the same.
What am I doing with this link, Tyson?
Try using that in the after you edit it, and make sure you take the configuration file off the screen because it's going to have passwords in it. Use that in your configuration file and see if that'll work for the live stream URL. That's what the URL that I put in to iSpy in order to pull the live video from my knockoff FOSS cams.
Oh, I see. Let's see what Travis is saying about the fan. It's got the fan controller hooked up, but the light is also tied to it. Turn the fan on 1, 2, 3, dims the lights. Sonoff dimmer, kind of. Yeah. All right. Warren successfully flashed a Sonoff S26. Woo, working great with 5.14. Nice job. Those are tricky, right? The S26s. Those have like a funky little place to put it's like a ESP1 or something kind of up on its side. Not very easy to solder to, so that's good. 6 times firmware is still pretty buggy, yeah, Ben. That's you guys know I'm very faithful to Tasmota. Theo's a cool guy, and I like him, and I like what they're doing. They have had troubles, and I've been they're going to get it fixed. I have no doubt they're going to get it fixed. But since they're having troubles, it seems like a good time maybe to finally test out like ESP Easy. So I've got a pile of Sonoffs here, and I think I'm going to see what ESP Easy looks like. And I just heard that the ESP Easy they've updated their user interface, so maybe that'll be nice. So it might be a good time to try it out. Let's see, the chat will block all URLs.
I don't know if that can be turned off or not.
No, that's okay. Paul found a way around it.
There you
go.
go.
This is what I have to find. That's the URL I found for FOSS cams. Okay. So let me see if I can grab this. And then I'll put my username and password in there, huh?
Well, and I found that one too. I'm just worried that one is just going to do a snap a picture and not a live video. If you read through it, the CMD or the command is snap picture.
Okay, videostream.cgi. Oh, okay. Is that all you got to do? Okay. All right. Well, let me move this over here. Because now, for the first time, there's going to be something in my Lovelace that is potentially password related. Whoa, where'd everything go? You guys there?
Yeah.
Every window on both my screens just shrunk.
You put your cursor in the bottom right corner.
What if I put it back? Does it come back out?
No, you have to bring every window back individually.
Oh, stupid Windows. Why is Windows so dumb? There we go. I got most of it.
I freak out on my work computer every time when that happens.
I got most of it back up, looks like. Except you. I don't see Tyson. There he is.
Not important.
Okay, let's see. That's off the screen. Now we're gonna put
Randy,
in
I
here.
want to see pictures of the projects that you've used with that. He says that ESP Easy is great for a display or OLED displays.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Generate camera component, but I only added a still image every 1 or 2 seconds.
Oh, I forgot. Somebody just watched the video and said, I forgot can is another name for bathroom. There's been a lot. We've added, I think I've probably tripled the number of words I used for bathroom since I put that in that video. Thunderbox is my favorite. And you can guess where that came from. I'm pretty sure that was Australian, right? Who else has a Thunderbox?
Cool.
Okay. Where did I put that now? Device trackers. Cameras.
I bought that keypad. Don't know where to, oh, it's right here. That RFID keypad.
Oh, cool. How's that working?
I sat down and I figured out how to pull the RFID numbers off of each of the buttons, and I still haven't set it up. I figured out how to decipher it, and then that's as far as it went because I started coding my own on a website.
All right. It's actually hard to multitask. It's hard to stream and try and actually do something and pay attention to something else.
Sammy, I am not going to bed right now. You can go to bed yourself.
Cameras. Floor plan cameras. Okay, finally got my camera. Okay.
What was the name of that web browser? For the full screen web browser that you used at the Maker Faire?
I think it was just called full screen. I think it was just,
that's right.
If you just, I think it was just called full screen, and then keep alive is the other thing.
No.
All right. I may have to put this off. I hate delaying and just kind of doing my own thing. This is probably a good one for one of those a stream where it's just me tinkering with stuff. I guess that's what this becomes, but I'd like this to be, you know, if people have questions or problems, we can help them figure out instead of just let's help. Well, but then again, maybe it's not so bad that you just help me for a change or for this time. All right. So my picture glance.
Randy, post it on Facebook.
I totally lost the part in the chat. Streaming for fast cams. Ah, thank you. Yeah, perfect. Wonderful. That's what I needed.
Just imagine what the chat's going to look like when we have 1,000 people on Facebook instead of 500.
Picture entity. Picture entity, and then we're going to do image. Okay, and then we'll put in all this fancy stuff, which is going to be my URL, which is, let me make sure I got that right.
How many subscribers are on YouTube now?
I don't know exactly. 13, 12?
That's crazy that you got double of what that other, more than double.
All right, let's see. Let's try 88.
13.
CGI and then user. Settings. Okay. If I get this working, that'll be really cool. Especially if we do it right now. And then the password, I do not remember, but got a decent idea. And then do I have to have an entity? Basso? I don't think I have to have an entity. But I'll put one in. What the heck? So I've gotten pretty familiar with Lovelace in some of these things, and it's pretty cool. I definitely happy with it. I think it's going to be way better. We'll do back porch. Okay. I think I got it. Let's try it. Go to Lovelace, and that should count enough as a refresh. Oh, it's there. So something's not quite right. 192.168. Maybe it's because I got an extra space. Yeah, that could do it. They're, YAML, they're tricky. They're picky about their spaces. Not quite. Okay. Oh, that's probably it too. Let's try that. Love it. You make a change in your YAML for Lovelace, and then you just refresh. It's gorgeous. Still not quite there. Video stream, CGI, user, and then password. Maybe the password's wrong. Maybe the password is wrong. What else is happening in chat? Tyson, are you keeping an eye on the chat?
A little bit. Chris is bummed about his Node MCU.
Is he still? Sorry, Chris. We should have like a little Node MCU funeral for you. Where you have like a Viking funeral, we can put it on a boat and shoot some arrows at it or something.
I've got a few boards that I can put in on it.
Yeah, so do I. I do too. That would be fun. Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe if we ever really do a barbecue, which hopefully we will at some point.
Bring all of our burnt out boards.
Yeah, bring all your burnt boards and we'll do a big Viking funeral for them all. That'd be a good time. Probably be toxic. My guess is it would be pretty toxic.
Will you post the Facebook link? Or you can just go to DrZzs.com. It's right on the header.
You can do that too. I don't know.
That was awesome watching the shift when we started the group. Everyone saying that they found the group by the website. And now everyone's saying that they found the group because it got mentioned on the live stream.
Oh, cool. Jeez.
Oh, that sucks. Jeff bought 5 Node MCUs and 3 of them were DOA.
No way. It's no good. Come on, you dirty thing. Let's try. This is the last. I'll try this here, and then we'll give up on the Foscam thing for now. Oh. Well, that might be why. It's a crazy password. Anybody else use like one of those 1Password kinds of apps where it'll, makes up crazy passwords for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good luck ever.
I don't know what my bank account password is.
Your wife probably knows.
No, she doesn't.
Uh-oh.
I mean, she's got her own login into the account, but I know the primary password to my password manager, and it knows the password to the bank account because it's like 22 characters long and it's randomly generated.
Yeah, that's about what it comes down to. Okay, last try here. If this doesn't show up, then we're moving on. Yeah, that's okay. I will work on it. Thanks to you guys that were trying to help me. I'll work on it, and we'll get it in there. if I get it figured out, maybe I can even I should even have time before Monday to try and get it in the the video for Monday about Lovelace. You guys see this media player here? This is one of my favorite things. This here is Volumio. I think I've mentioned Volumio before. It runs on a Raspberry Pi. It's a whole operating system that is what they say like stripped down and optimized for audio performance. And the best part here is that for Lovelace, you can put it in an iframe card, and then it shows up, and it's totally like interactive. You know, you can do everything with it that you do on the normal website, and it's all local network thing, and it can store songs. It can go to Spotify. It can go to other web radio things. So if you do music, this is finally a full featured sort of player inside of Home Assistant where you can select your songs and set your playlists and do all that stuff, and it's pretty. So I'm really happy. I got this in an iframe card, and I think it's awesome. All right, I have totally, you know what, when all those windows disappeared, the one that didn't come back up was the chat. There it is. All right. So I haven't seen any chat at all for the last little while. Make all my passwords admin. Great idea. Great idea. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is one I prefer, but I guess if you do admin, maybe that's a little safer.
Someone on one of the videos that I did in the last week caught on to my API password and was trying to log into my Home Assistant.
Oh no.
I changed it.
Oh no. So is my Home Assistant, Stuart says, is my Home Assistant on a Raspberry Pi? Yes, it is. It's just on a Raspberry Pi 3.
Mine's not. That I can show off because I've got another one.
Yeah, Tim, you know, with the saved passwords, the problem with it is I usually use Chrome, but for that FOSCam, I have to use Safari because there was some plugin missing or some nonsense from Chrome. I can try it again.
That's what my Home Assistant's running on.
Yeah, Tyson's got some cool stuff for Chrome Assistant. Wink 2 hub, let's see. Keaton, are you on Discord? Keaton, if you're on Discord, find me and send me a request. Friend request. Would you please? Thanks, Beso. Appreciate it. I'll check it out. LastPass installed but never set it up. Yeah, I use 1Password. You have to actually pay for it. Bitwarden, is that another good one?
You don't have to pay for it.
Oh, really? Well, I already did.
Oh, I do too, but the only difference between the paid and the free version is whether or not you get to use it on mobile. Paid you do, free you don't.
Okay, where are we at? Thin client, Apple keychain app, possibly. I don't know. SIOS OS 64 or 32 for the Pi 3B. Anyone? Anyone? I think it's all 64. Whoa, everything just shut off. Oh, I know what happened. You know what happened in my house just now?
What?
The girls just told she who shall not be named, whose name starts with an A and ends with an X, to turn off the lights. And so, bang,
turned everything
off. Unless either that or I just got hacked. But I think this is one of the few streams where I have not actually revealed my password. So I think we're still okay here. Let's turn that light off.
Sean used to know mine while I was sitting in here working and being on the phone with the company. He could get in here and turn my office lights on and off.
Foul automation. Hey, Stefan. How's it going? Glad you're here.
Brief mode.
Brief mode? Don't know. Brief mode. What is that? Is that an Alexa thing, Keaton? Cool. All right, what were we talking about? Facebook links. Yes, thank you. So easily distracted. It's scary. I'm a very so I do anesthesia, right? Which means I have one patient at a time. And in medical school I almost did ER, right? And the reason I didn't do ER was because in the ER you have like, if you're lucky, you only have 8, but you might have a dozen or more patients at one time that are all at different stages of their visit, right? Some just came in and need to be assessed. Some you've looked at, you're waiting on tests. Some you're waiting for a medication. Some you've got results and you need to go do something about it. And trying to keep all that straight was not in my skill set, right? It was like one thing at a time, one patient, take care of them, and then be done. I couldn't do 12 at a time, as you can see, as evidenced by how easily I am distracted during live streams.
Here's that flow that we did in that live stream.
Flow, as in the
Node-RED.
Oh, cool.
Well, it's changed a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. It's watching for the RFID of the doorbell that I put together. And depending on if an input boolean, if I set that right, is on for the doorbell, it'll allow the Google Homes to say ding dong. If it's on or if it's off, then it won't work.
Cool. I still need to learn some Node-RED. Who's going to teach me Node-RED? Who's going to make some Node-RED videos? Where's Rob? Tyson, you going to make some Node-RED videos?
That's where I learned mine was his.
Yeah, he did a really good one, but he did it really fast. And I've only watched it once.
That's what the pause button's for.
Which configuration? I wish I knew how to read that. Those must be some really cool Chinese letters. Which configuration? And we'll be happy to share it. I still haven't put my configuration up. I'll probably put my Lovelace. I'll post my Lovelace when I get the video out here pretty soon. I must learn some Node-RED, Paul. You are so stinking right. What I got to do is stop working so dang much, so I can have some fun.
I took all of my automations out of Home Assistant and put them in Node-RED.
You did? Wow. See, I'm with you, Shane. I got Node-RED working. I mean, I did get it working, but I just haven't gone back to it because I'm just so used to the Home Assistant automations that I can whip those out in most places, in most ways.
Are you a visual person?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Once you learn how to put things together, it's like playing with Legos.
Oh, good. That's what I need. In fact, I was thinking about, I want to try and write more of my own like Arduino sketches. And I was thinking I might have to use Scratch. You guys have heard of Scratch? It's like programming Arduinos for kindergartners. That's what I'm going to need. So I'll say this: no, the Volumio runs on its own Pi. It kind of strips out everything else that the processor might be doing and dedicates the whole thing to processing the audio so that you can get a really good sound quality out of it. And then you hook it up to an amplifier. You can either get an external amplifier, or you can get a hat that sits on top of the Pi that you can then put out more powerful audio to speakers. And then it runs as a web server, so you can just connect to it from anywhere and get it running. So it's pretty cool. I like it so far. And I mean, I've got it hooked up some nice speakers that somebody gave me that I salvaged from an old surround system. And so it sounds gorgeous. I just love it. I love it. Do my coworkers know about my channel? Yes. And I'm not even sure if there isn't one or two watching.
Oh, that's right. I need to look at my email and see if the PA responded.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Once you start using Node-RED, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. That's what I hear, Mark. That's what I hear.
very, very true. Wait, that's not the email I used.
Why take OU of Node-RED? Not sure, Stefan. I think it might have been a typo. I take OU out of everything I possibly can, if you know anything. If you know college football. No O's, no U's. All right, we can put U's every once in a while, but no O's. Visual folks. Similar to... bit complicated. Yeah, so the problem with the Node-RED for me so far has been just figuring out what properties to put in the nodes to get them to do what I want. And then the way of thinking about them, like, okay, so this signal comes here and then this payload continues. What's the payload? And it's a different way of thinking. And every video I've watched, including Rob's, you know, they use the terminology that goes along with understanding it that I don't have yet. So I don't understand what they're saying in all those ways. Can I share my configuration link, like my whole configuration.yaml? I got to clean it up. A lot of people have asked if you want good examples of configuration files for Home Assistant. You can go to, well, maybe it is in the community page. No, is it? Or is it in the help? Let's see. I think it's just under help. Let's see. Home Assistant config examples is what I need to look for. Home Assistant.
Oh, I'm still showing my sketch.
Yep.
There.
We need to see those. Cookbook. Okay, so here, so you can see can you see the URL up there? No, you can't, but I will put it in the chat. So they've got a collection of really good Home Assistant configurations that you can pick through and find lots of good stuff. And I promise you that all of these are better than mine. So I'm happy to share mine, but I will bet everything that you can find better stuff by looking through these configurations here. So there you go. Drop debug nodes along the way as you're building to see what each output is. Oh,
yes.
That's a good idea. I've heard that.
But that's how I ended up learning every single Lego block that I put in. Debug to see what it was outputting.
Oh, cool. Okay. I just need to dedicate some time to it. Three new people want to join the group. Who's going to approve them first, me or Tyson?
If I can find my mouse. Members.
Approve all.
There you go.
All right, with Node-RED.
It just popped up and asked for me to do it.
I win.
It's okay, I've got like 401.
Bruh has his whole config shared. Yeah. What's that? I missed what you said.
I said I've got, what, 499 others on you that I approved?
Yeah, probably. Is Bruh back? I don't think so. You know, he tweeted something a little while back, but at least we know he's alive. So there's that. Hopefully he'll get back into it pretty soon. I was looking at, you know, I certainly love, you know, the community here, our little Home Assistant, smart home hacking community, do-it-yourself smart home hackers. And I saw a guy the other day that was a, you know, sort of smaller YouTube. I shouldn't say smaller. He's got 4,000 or something subscribers, about the same number as like Rob on the hookup. And his name is 1M Tech. And he's got some good, like, just basic, this is how you set up Home Assistant, this is how you do Duck DNS, just real chill and good. And he's doing almost everything that he's got videos on is Home Assistant related. So somebody that, you know, I'll contact pretty soon. And I mean, I already subscribed to him, but I'll contact him and see if we can maybe do something together or just link some of his stuff. I mean, I'll definitely, like, if somebody says, you know, what's a good basic video about how to set stuff up, I'll probably send you to him because he's done some good ones. And I don't have time to go back and do them all. I just don't. Wish I did. They're fun. So let's see. Stuart says, when I'm going to have the Unify HD access point that handles 500 plus clients. Yeah. I'm going to need it pretty soon. That's for sure. Yeah, my poor router. My poor router is, it's an R7000 Netgear Nighthawk. But yeah, it squeals under the pressure sometimes of 60 plus devices. Sometimes it just craps out. Like sometimes just everything on the 2.4 channel is just gone. That could have been why my lights went out. I don't know. I think my lights probably went out because the girls told everybody to turn it off, or told her to turn it off. But yeah, it certainly could have been just my router seizing. Someday get some Unify. I need them to like sponsor a video. That's what I need. Send an email and say, hey, I'd really love to do a video. But they don't need people to sponsor their videos, or they don't need to sponsor videos because everybody knows they have such great stuff. Best quick way to learn some Node-RED is to search Google Images for Node-RED flows. Tons of flows linked. Okay. Go to any of the links and copy the raw JSON, and you can copy and paste those into Node-RED. All right, cool. Cool. What are we doing? We got some links here popping into Discord. Broadcom firmware advanced. Oh, upgrade your router. Yeah. Is that the one you recommend, James? Is that what you use? Tomato? I was looking at DWRT or something like that.
That's what I use.
Is that? I was just too scared to brick my router just yet.
Go to DI and find one of the links' WRT54Gs. Practice on that one. Because they sell them for like $4 or $5, I think, is what I've seen some of them at.
Pasta. Tomatoes. Yummy. I have not updated my router's firmware, Stuart. Nope. Like I just said, I'm just a little scared. DDWRT. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things. And Tomato. That's good to know. There's several. PF Sense. It's another good one. Cool. Smart medium bus solution for home users that want to get into this stuff. More votes for DDWRT. Tomato USB is the way to go. So does that, you just plug it into a USB and it does all the stuff? Like it'll boot from there or something? That would be great. Because then you wouldn't, but I doubt it, right? Nighthawk, definitely agree with the WRT. Had those years before the Tomato, the upgrade. Okay. El Slabo, love that name. Just go full Unify. Yeah. What those are? Well, we talked about this I think last time, right? There are some cheaper options. When I first looked, somebody said, "Oh yeah, get a Unify," and I looked, and it was like $600 for one. It's like,
yeah, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
I hear good things about all of the mesh networks as long as they're set up right.
Yeah. PF Sense and Orbi. $5 at the Salvation Army, that'd be nice. Ricked router can be fixed with FTP transfer. Oh, okay, cool. So that's good to know. And now I know who to talk to if I do it. Oh, access point's not so bad. So Unify is pretty cheap at home. Oh, okay, cool. $115 for route, $80 for an access point. Really? I must have been looking at the wrong ones. Maybe I was looking at something else. Something for industry or something. Really?
It's hard to keep each of the comments in like what conversation they're in.
Right? There's like 3. I'm mixing them all together. Wow, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know what you're talking about. The switches are more. Maybe I looked at a switch. That's probably what happened. That's probably where I got the $600 price tag from. Parallel ports next to impossible to brick most routers. Well, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That was scary when I started reading the instructions for DDWRT. You know, I didn't have a backup or anything, so if I screw that up, that's going to put me out of commission for days.
Practice on a cheap one.
Don't be afraid to flash, Mr. Sonov. Yeah, not afraid to flash those. But you're right. I should be a bit braver. Hi, buddy. All right, you guys want to say hi to Dawson? Dawson's here.
Hi, Dawson.
Hi.
They're right there.
Hi.
Dawson's my little mini me.
PoE switches aren't cheap. 48 ports, 750 watt is $1,000.
Oh, because it's power over internet, yeah, or Ethernet, whatever.
I think he's one of them that I met at the fair.
Yeah, he was there. He was hanging out.
Zoe, right?
I gave him a mohawk. You like that?
Don't did you?
It's not. It's school's out. No family reunions or pictures to take, so mohawk time.
Well, you did give me.
Oh, it was right before. Yeah, that's actually true. It was right before a wedding, wasn't it? Yeah, never mind. That whole no weddings thing. There aren't any more weddings. Full belly of cow and mac and cheese. Oh, hey, Tony. How's it going? Was that a burger? Did you cook the cow? All right.
Chris, you'd be surprised. It's easy to fill up ports if you have them.
Yeah, what do you need 48 ports for? HP gigabit switch off eBay. So I bought one. I have one switch that has a lot of Ethernet ports on it, and then I have a bunch of little switches. And that seems to have covered all my wired needs pretty well. And I'd like to try and use as many wired things as possible, only because of the, well, one is the instability of the Wi-Fi sometimes. Sometimes it's unreliable. It just craps out. And you know, when you have a million devices, it's hard to not have some problems sometimes, I think. But then the other one, you know, I guess that's the biggest one. It's just reliability. So open mesh access points. Ooh. You guys know some awesome stuff. Man. Switches, not routers. Chris must be a network guy. Oh. I've got that Google Wi-Fi thing. Still haven't set it up. What about blinds? Who's been working on blinds? Anyone?
I wish.
Tyson, you working on blinds?
I wish.
I think I showed you guys the last time what I had. I redid a couple of the parts, and maybe even in the next few days I might get a chance to set it up and test it out. I need more access points for my Wi-Fi. Yeah, I have that Google Wi-Fi, and I am gonna get it set up, and that would give me 3 different access points, and you know, one for each floor of the house. So that should be pretty good. I'm hoping. The problem is just I've got so much stuff set up in my current router, like dedicated IP addresses or reserved IP addresses, and so there's just time. What I really need is a do-it-yourself time machine. or human cloning machine, because I think 4Me could do all the things I need to do in the amount of time I have. Getting power to blinds does not meet wife approval. Oh, really? Wow, Shane. She doesn't.
That's one that I've been
blinds?
trying to figure out how to do, is how to get the power to it without doing a lithium rechargeable battery and solar panel in the window.
Solar panel in the window is probably a great idea, but yeah, that's going to be a little ugly. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and hide. Did you guys see how I hid the wire for my magnetic lock? I just kind of drilled a small hole through the board, the frame there of the door, and then just slid a small pair of, like, I don't know what they are, 20 gauge wire or something like that, 22 maybe. And then the motors, the ones I'm going to use are 12 volts, so should be fine. And then I can just hide it along the seam between the frame. Well, I guess if you don't have a frame on your windows, huh? I see what you're saying.
No, but you could
still do it in the corner of the window.
The motor, you could drill a hole right into the wall, fish it down, and then come out by the plug.
Yeah. Super glue. See, yeah, that's it, Chris. Super glue. Actually, I was really happy. Super glue. You super glue it into the corners, and if you can, you paint it the same color as the wall, or paint it white, to match the window frame or something like that. You can get creative and hide it. I'll make sure to include it, how I hide it. Lady A told Lady A. Oh, we're talking about Lady A. So here we are again, jumping conversations. Keaton was talking about she who shall not be named.
Oh yeah, Lady A. Okay.
I got several warnings, Keaton, after doing that video about, hey, don't go putting that name, don't say that name out loud in your video, or give everybody a warning, because everybody's stuff is firing off, because you're saying her name. I've got mine in here. See, I can say it because I don't have anything in here that's going to respond to it. I'm a little more, Star Trek-y, so mine responds to computer. Never mind.
If Sean is still
Oh, sorry,
if
Sean.
Sean
Does
is
yours
still
do that
listening,
too?
you just set his off.
Computer, play Pandora.
There
Not
you go.
Just kidding. Now that'll do it for Shane. Or Sean.
Getting the last
Sean.
Pandora station you listen to. Canon UD Radio.
Very nice. Very soothing. Computer, stop. Dingus. Hey, Dingus. Yeah, when are they going to open that up and let us define our own names for opening up the
On
interface?
Google.
Yeah, they should do that. It would be fun to be able to call it whatever you want. It's not. I mean, they've got what, at least on the Echo, there's 3 or 4.
I think I'd seen on a forum somewhere that someone was digging through the code for one. No, that's a totally different subject. Someone was digging. I'll finish that thought though. It's not for selecting the different names, but someone was digging through the code for the Google Homes and the tall ones, and
Okay.
found that they're potentially going to turn those into part of their Google Wi-Fi mesh.
Oh, good. That's good. I don't have one
So
of
if
those.
that's the
still good.
case, and if they also put it in the minis, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different Google Home devices in the house. So I should have excellent Wi-Fi if that ends up being the case.
Oh, I got you, Fred, huh? I got you too. Well, that'll be great. If they turn those, if they can somehow do that, that'd be really nice. Yeah, still trying to stay off the cloud. Paranoid.
Jarvis.
Old. Yeah,
I wonder if
it's
anyone
okay,
has the name
curmudgeon.
of Jarvis.
It's
on
okay,
there.
curmudgeon. It's cool. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Want to call it Jarvis? That would be cool. Jeeves. You are paranoid, Paul says. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm dumb as far as that stuff goes. My information is probably all over the place, and I don't know. On one hand, I guess I don't have anything to hide except maybe bank account numbers. So as long as there's nobody's diving in there and scooping stuff out, then I don't mind the like targeted advertising. I prefer it. I'd rather see a bunch of advertisements for stuff I'm interested in. You're gonna see ads anyways when you go online, right? So I'd rather see stuff that I care about than, women's footwear or some nonsense. Paranoia. That's why we're all here for Home Assistant. That's a bit true. That's a bit true. Switch the leads on the mains. Oh gosh, Tyson, you're helping somebody. Good. I missed that part of the conversation. You trying to sneak in?
He's got a Tasmota
You're behind me.
Sonoff Basic that doesn't work when connected to the mains, but it works perfectly fine when connected to the USB. Probably has the in and out swapped.
Yeah. That happened on my Sonoff Touch. I haven't had that happen on a Basic, but it definitely happened on my Touch. Yeah, exactly. Just like El Slabo says, just like Tyson says. Try switching it. How do you make temp sensor on a Sonoff Basic a separate entity? You set it up in your, you have to just set it up as a sensor in your configuration file.
Chris, go to Facebook. I will give you a screenshot of mine.
There you go.
If I can find it.
Loaded the minimum bin first. Okay, Paul's given some help there for the Sonoff problems. Yeah, so I want to say raise your hand. Raise your hand if you've had troubles with Wi-Fi with Tasmota 6.1. I think if you go to 6.1.1, it's fixed, but I don't know for sure. And it may be a migration path thing. We've talked about it a little bit, and I don't understand it exactly what the problem is. I know the reason for doing minimal is because Tasmota for a long time was small enough that you could fit 2 full copies of it on the 1 megabyte chip that's on the Sonoffs, but that's not the case anymore. It's now stretched a bit beyond that, and so in order to update, you need to put a smaller version on first, which is the minimal version, and then from that minimal version, then you can update to the full version of the newer versions. Oh, and there you go. Randy says 1.1.1, 6.1.1c still has issues. Okay, stick with 5.14, man. I don't know exactly what the new additions were with 6.1. They're always adding new cool stuff, usually new modules or whatever. But as far as I know, 5.14 has dang near everything you could want, at least for a good long while. I think it even has the fan module in there, the module type of the Fan 02. It's got the rules, the new rules thing that they put out. I think was that version or the one before. It's got everything you could need. So when I'm flashing stuff recently, it's all 5.14 still. It works great. I haven't had any Wi-Fi problems. So okay, Mark says here he went from 5.14 to 6.1.1c and then had to use the minimal first, and has had no issues. They on the Tasmota website, there's a migration path, which says, if you have this version, you have to update to this version before you can update to the next version.
That's what Bobby just said. It's incremental.
Is that what he said? Yeah.
They're not full upgrades. They're
let me pull
incremental.
up that page so you guys can see it. What did I call it? Migration path, right? I think if you just go to releases though, let's just go to code, go to releases, and then it's in between here, migration information. So this will probably help you.
Paul, he did do that, but he used a D1 Mini.
For me? You
Yep.
asking me something? Oh, like for sensors?
No,
Did we
the
answer this?
WS2812s.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did it on the D1 Mini. It was slick. Worked well. And Jeff, are you saying that in 5.14 there's no Fan 02 yet? So maybe that is a bummer. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks for correcting me there. So Jeff says the Fan 02 was introduced with version 6. So there you go. I guess if I'm going to flash my Fan 02 module, which I am, I'm going to have to eventually use 6. I'm sure I was going to use 6 eventually anyways. I just like being a little bit of a late adopter. Let everybody work out the bugs first. Need to scroll back to see what we're working on. Someone please tell me who the honorary guest is above the dock. This is Tyson. So Tyson lives here close to me. And I met Tyson at the Maker Faire, and he hung out at the booth for hours, and was
fun.
I didn't stop talking. Right, I almost fell down by the end of the day.
I had to take over so he could go do lunch.
So I could just eat and get some water, So yeah, so he took over and was teaching people everything and talking about Home Assistant and all the stuff we built that we had at the Maker Faire on the wall.
And I'll be
So
at the next one with
struck
you
a
in
friendship
September.
then. What's that?
I said I'll be with you at the next one too in September.
Yeah, I'm gonna start working on that display pretty soon. I want to do it a little different. I want to do more of a wider variety of things. We had just a lot of switches and lights, which is cool. But
if we can coordinate days
too.
off, I'll come down and help with it too.
Okay, sweet. Well, let's try.
It'd be easier for me to go to you than you to come to me on that one.
Good. I don't like going anywhere. I like staying home. All right. Yeah, September. This Maker Faire is going to be in Utah again.
Lehigh.
Yep, it's in Lehigh, Utah, at a place called Thanksgiving Point. It's kind of a children's museum, farm. They've got a glass blowing business there. They've got they got movie theaters. They got a golf course. They have all kinds of
museum.
That's right, dinosaur museum. They've got they do a lot of big cool festivals there. They do like big Christmas lights thing that you drive through. They do a big fall festival, the pumpkin thing. Do you ever come down for that?
I've gone to a few of the seasonal things like the car drive through, since most of my family's right there in the same county that you're in.
Oh, cool. So yeah, Steve, I would love to do some sort of touring around and do some Maker Fairs. I don't know when. Possibly next year would be fun. It's all got to happen as time permits. But man, I would totally love to do that. I
hope my idea kicks off the ground by then. And that's what I want to be doing.
Yeah, the HAS kits. Yeah. Have you said anything? You can tell them about it. I'll let you disclose as much as you want.
I've said it in the group, but until Yeah, so let's just do it as a recommended website.
Tony, okay, great. Tony, when can you show me how to use your stuff, Tony? When can you? I'm such a knucklehead. I still haven't even. I've been thinking about it, and I want to learn how to use it real bad. So,
there we go.
You're on the other side of the globe, so lining up our times might be a little tricky. But what should I do? Just plug it in and get started, or did you probably already sent me some of the information in the email, right? Before you mailed all that, because I need a refresher. But yeah, I want to learn this. I think I've been ignoring a really awesome thing here that Tony's onto with this ESP Now and the ESP32s.
You showed those on one of the live streams.
Yeah, when I first got them, right? I opened them on the live stream.
Yeah, I think it was the day you got them. Here's the website, you guys. That's one way I put the link
It's a little
in there.
large. It's
Is
a little
it?
big on. Yeah, it's kind of.
Okay, I'll switch that back here.
I would love to go around though and go to some different maker fairs in different places. That'd be fun. We've got such a worldwide community here. It would be really fun to like tour the world. You know, go to a few places in Europe and hit Australia. I'd love it. Totally love it. All right, let me see. With and without fade. Oh, is Paul having troubles? LED flicker and fade from one color to the next.
With all your YouTube money. Yeah, there's no money in YouTube.
So I've been doing YouTube now for over a year, right? And we're all friends. So I can tell you, I finally received some money from YouTube, and it was like $100 and something. So after a year plus of YouTube,
yeah,
that's
Google
okay.
won't pay out until you hit 100.
Yeah, well, that's probably why they didn't send it until then. But if it was for the money, I mean, if all I wanted to do was make money, I'd just work all day. I'm an anesthesiologist, for goodness sake. I could just go work and work and work and work and work. This is for fun. Like even tonight. Like tonight, I was like, I just want to hang out. I just want to hang out, chat with the boys, with the friends. And me and Tyson were texting, so I was like, let's just do a live stream. We're just gonna hang out and have some fun. Did I see your message? Oh, let me see, Shane. Shane, are you Bezo? Is that you? Beso? That's like a kiss in Spanish. Is that what it's supposed to mean? Oh, mod. What is this? This is what you just sent me, right? What does the mod mean? Have you changed it? This is different. Explain yourself. Explain yourself, Beso. What have you sent me? ESP32 is nice. Arduino ID still nice. WooCommerce, eh? Me? I guess I have WooCommerce. I don't know.
Ben, yes, it is built on WooCommerce. And you do have it installed.
You're
We just haven't done anything with it.
You're talking about the Hass kits.
Yep.
Just saw today that Eclipse has Arduino support now. Ooh, that's cool. What's Eclipse? You sent me an email, Tony. Okay, thank you. Let me pull it up over here. I really need to get to Australia, too. I got a lot of people I'd like to meet in Australia. We actually have some friends from there. We had some neighbors that were... in fact, it's interesting. He should be... Well, he's not watching, but that was his job, was Smarthome stuff. And they were there. They were here for about 5 years in our neighborhood, and now they're back in Australia.
How did people get onto that one?
Oh, cool. Okay, let me go over that, Tony, and then I'll hit you up. Are you on Discord? You are, I think, aren't you? I've seen you on there, or Facebook, someplace. I'll find you through Facebook if you're not on Discord. Then we'll set up a time and I'll just chat at you when I'm ready. See, Shane's there, Andrew's there, Tony's there. We got lots. Lots.
I haven't looked at the map lately.
Ben says, "Oh, you know what? That's what I tried to do. I tried to put that map. I'll pull it up. I tried to put that map in an iframe in Lovelace, and I couldn't. And I couldn't because I don't use SSL, and it's an HTTPS site.
Yeah, it'll
What is
block it.
Discord? What is Discord, you say? Well, Fred, let me tell you about Discord. Discord is it's like a chat app, I guess, but it's more than that. It's like a collaboration platform, and it was actually, I think, started mostly for like gamers, like guys who are using Twitch and playing games and getting people to watch and chatting with them and bringing them into parties to talk and stuff like that. And the Home Assistant developers have a great Discord channel. And if you haven't, and this goes for everybody, of course, you've probably heard me tout it on different videos, but if you haven't already gone to the Home Assistant Discord chat, you really should. This is a link that will expire in 1 day. So here is a link to the Home Assistant Discord chat, which is a wealth of knowledge. I'm there every day doing lots of learning and a little bit of helping when I can. And then at the urging of many folks, we started a sort of a sub Discord channel or chat, or whatever you want to call it, server, something. That's the DrZzs channel. So here again is a link for that channel that will expire in a day also. I think I have a permanent one somewhere, but I know how to get the ones that expire in a day real easy. So there you go. So yeah, man, it's a great
website.
What's that?
Refer them to the website.
Website.
Because we put the permanent one on there.
Oh, good. Thank you. And then there's that. Everything you need should be there. Yeah, Ben, pretty much. Yeah, which is yeah. So you be careful when you Google that. I'm just saying right now. Just you wanna watch out when you're Googling that. Don't do it at work. So I don't know how they picked that name. I've been meaning to ask the guys that are in the Lovelace channel that are working hard on the development every day. Why would you name it that way? But that's what it is now. So hopefully before too long it will become the standard for Home Assistant, the default interface, and then we can stop calling it by this horrible name. Wild Wild West movie. There's a movie. Someone named Linda. Yep. All those things are true. Ada. No, I don't think it was Ada. Is Ada? Who's Ada?
It's the name of a developer.
Oh, is that why? Oh, dang. Well, that's an unfortunate coincidence. It was the name of a developer. Well, okay. Oh man, Google supported the not parameter in searching. Lovelace, not Linda. Yeah, good. That'll help. Do I put resistors in all my basics to avoid ghosting, or just some of them have issues? Just some of them, Alexander. Just some of them. In fact, I think I do have a couple where I've done it, but since I started using those capacitive touch buttons, I haven't done it anymore. I haven't needed to.
I get ghost switching with my capacitive touch one.
You do?
I do.
Oh, okay.
And well, one of the things that I read was the length of the wire that is between the board and the button. I need to shorten it and see if that's going to make a difference.
That might be it. That might help.
Because I think the wire is in there like that long.
And Fred, I hope you're talking to me. I can tell you when I saw it, it was old. I was young. All right. The first recognized full potential of computing machine with the first computer programmer. Whoa. The first recognized this. Oh, really? Whoa, Travis is giving us the history here. That's awesome. Ada Lovelace. Oh, wow. Regarded as the first to recognize the full potential of a computing machine and the first computer programmer. That is so much cooler than the porn star story.
Right?
Thank you, Travis. Maybe now I don't want him to change the name. Maybe it's just, unfortunately, what we need to do is stop perpetuating the fact that there was a movie involved at some point. Add a Lovelace wiki. That's awesome. I will do that.
Makes me want to go watch the War Games movie.
Was she in War Games? They mention her in War
No,
Games?
it just makes me want to go watch it.
Oh, gotcha. It's been fun. Go to bed. All right, Jeff. Midnight Eastern time zone. Yep, and it's 10 o'clock, which is bedtime for my kids. So probably gonna call it good here. Anybody got anything else they wanna resolve? Let's see. Somebody asked about ghost switching. Let's take a couple more. Like, I need help, and I came here to get help things before we take off. Thank you, Jeff.
Chris, no, it won't. I am actually using Cat 5 in mine.
I will include the true backstory of Ada Lovelace in the video I put out, just to squash any of the other stuff. All right. Anybody got any issues? Here we go. Several of the capacitive touch switches, all short wires, no ghost switching at all. Also have a motion sensor hooked up to the basic in the wall, no false readings from the Timo brand switch. Sweet. Sweet, El Slavo. I'm glad to hear it. Ghost switching, well, that was a pain, man. When that was happening to me a lot, it was just like, And of course, that's a big strike on the wife approval factor. Big strike. Yeah, Paul, thanks. It was fun chatting with you. I'm glad we got everybody together. We'll do it again Sunday. We will do it again Sunday. How about a video with a tap button? You mean like the Amazon button? That one? What's it called? The dash? Did you happen to get the comment that does not need HAS.io add-on working? Yeah, I did. Yes. So to clarify for everybody from Keaton's comment there, so there was an update to, well, Keaton made an update to the I have hard times not saying it, but the Amazon Echo device add-on for Home Assistant no longer needs the add-on part. All you have to do is put it in your configuration, and then you can uninstall the add-on part. You just have to make sure that you get the newer version of the alexa.py file. So that was like 2 days after I put the video out, so I really wish I would have consulted with Keaton before I put the video out, and I could have saved a lot of people a lot of trouble. But yes, Keaton, I did get it working. It's working beautifully. And my text-to-speech thing, I don't know what the problem was, why I had to have music running that night, but since then it's been fine. So whatever. How do you get rid of the hangover, Shane? Hydrate, buddy. Hydrate. Get yourself a lot of Gatorade. Get some electrolytes in there, and rest. And then take it easy next time. Alexander killed one of his basics trying to solder some headers onto the serial pins. Somehow removed a very thin resistor near that. Maybe you can teach me how to solder easily. Yeah. I will maybe during one of my, I've talked about doing little tinker streams where, look, I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to work, and it won't be probably quite as interactive on the chat. But during one of those, when I'm doing some soldering, for sure, I'll just stream it. I'll try and zoom in real close and do it. I did do one video when I think it was the zone off. When I did the zone off video, I think I at least put in some tips on the, what I do for soldering, as far as like you get a really tiny gauge solder and get something to hold things together, and then get something that will magnify and add light. And those have been, and then you just practice. I mean, 2 years ago or a year ago, I wasn't nearly as good at it as I am now, and I'm not perfect. I can still make mistakes and mess things up, but what is all that? I don't know what James posted, but I'm going to go ahead and show it. Must be his error. Is he getting an error? Won't even fire. Uh-oh, James, what won't fire? Okay, let's back up and see what he needs. He has a Sonoff Basic R2 version 1, and it keeps giving you an error in termite. Oh dear. Check. Ooh. Oh man. Anybody sort that out? So do you think, James, you think the flashing was successful? But that's the error you're getting? I wish I could sort out what that means. Anybody? Anybody that adept at deciphering error messages to be able to tell James what's going on? Yeah, I would agree with Randy to start with. To try reflashing. Try flashing with something else. You know, if you have sonoff.bin, use a different one. Why don't we do a Tinker stream with the 32 and I'll make sure I'm around. Oh, Friday, Saturday evenings, my time is best. Okay, let's try and do, I don't know if we can do tomorrow night. If we can't do tomorrow night, we will, oh gosh, and then I'm on call next Friday. Well, we'll do it, Tony. Okay, we'll sort out a time, and I will do it. We'll have a live when we do the 32s, the ESP32s, and the now. We'll get you on here like Tyson if you can. If you have, if you have a webcam, great. If you don't, that's okay too. We'll connect somehow so you can walk me through it and you can teach us all about it. That'd be really cool. I think a lot of people would benefit from that.
I figured that was you, Chris.
James, seems to be other issues with the specific board. It could be. It could, yeah. It could be even your USB serial adapter. Could be giving you grief. Chris isn't on Discord yet. Well, come on, man. So you did flash with minimal and then sonoff.bin. Yeah, so that should be it. That should work. How can I get the configuration of auto detect devices in Home Assistant? Good question. Does anybody know that? Where those devices live? Like when you do like MQTT discovery, like with the set option 19 in Tasmota, and your switches magically appear. Where are they? Like they're not in your configuration file. There's a known entities YAML file. They're not in there. They're not in your known devices. That's just your phones and stuff. Your device tracking or whatever. Where are they? Does anybody know? Can anybody tell us? Because I don't know either. I've looked for them. I haven't found them. Head for radio. Well, mate, we'll do it. We'll do it one way or the other, Tony. However works out. Mark hates Facebook. I can't blame you. Just join us on Discord then. There's some good information on our Facebook page. If you want to ignore the rest of Facebook, I don't blame you. But there's plenty of good stuff. Good people sharing cool projects and asking questions and getting answers and stuff on the Facebook page.
Constantly.
Yeah. If you scroll back in the chat, you can get the I guess I could post the link again.
Or go to the website.
Yeah, let's just do that, right? Oh, Tyson's like my other brain. I don't know what I'd do if I was left to myself. All right. You can go there, and that will give you links to Facebook, links to Discord, and a bunch of other stuff. Entryregistry.yaml, James. Yeah, I thought it would be there, but maybe I need to look again. Maybe it's just something I'm missing. Only some discovered devices. That may be it. Yeah, because what I found in my entity registry was like the media players. I found the media players in there. Let me pull mine up and I'll show you what I've got.
Cell phones, tablets, all of those and computers will show up easily.
Is that right? That's what's in there too. So entityregistry.yaml.
And it seems like anyone that connects to my network, I end up getting a new bubble at the top of Home Assistant for them.
Oh, do you have that Bluetooth thing turned on?
No,
that's what was happening.
Mine is because of the DWRT.
Oh.
It watches my router and it will just dump everything to the entity registry.
So here's the thing. Look at all this, and it's like repeated a bunch of things too. You guys are getting all my codes. All my codes, not my codes. Ah. Anyways, don't hack me. But that's what's in there, and it's mostly like media players. It's Alexa stuff. It's my car charger. That's the JuiceNet, the Roku, the Chromecast, and then a bunch of phones. So that's what's in my entity registry. So none of the switches, though. Known devices. I can
Known
look there
devices.
too, but-
That's what the one that dumps it to.
Yeah, known devices is the ones where the phones show up. Pretty sure. We can check that though. I've been meaning to ask this to the developers on Discord.
Oh, that makes sense. Bobby said anytime that you change the name of a device, it rediscovers it.
So there's what's in my known devices, and all that's in my known devices is are the phones that I've been tracking. All of our phones we're tracking and stuff. It rediscovers it. Purge your Home Assistant. Purge your Home Assistant DB. Maybe that's where it is. Home Assistant DB. Hard coded somewhere. I read. Yeah. We'll have to do some more research on that, and when somebody finds out, let us know. Post it in Facebook or something. After midnight. Post your questions on Facebook tomorrow. Set up secret files for all your private YAML stuff. I'm doing better, Curmudgeon. I'm doing a little better. I've got less secret stuff out there. Of course, whatever it was I just shared, I guess. I like to have track device MAC address only. Anyways, okay. I see kids here that are ready for bedtime stuff, and it's 10:15. So we're going to sign off for tonight. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the good chat. And let's keep going. Let's do it. Let's if you guys have more questions, there's Facebook, there's Discord. I think you can keep the chat going here for a little while, but then it'll finally wear out and go away. And you know who's here to do the sign off? This little guy loves the sign off. He wants to do the sign off. So let's get him. How many more kids can we get in here? Where's Gracie? Is she coming? Tyson, thanks for joining us.
Not a problem. It was fun.
Oh, I got you blocked. There you go. Oh, you still got your Haskins.
Yep.
All right. Everybody in here. We even got some cousins. Mrs. Z's. Okay. Who's?
Thanks for watching.
Wait, not yet. We gotta get Gracie. Gracie wants to be. Okay.
Thanks for
We got
watching.
mine, and then we got some cousins over here. And Zoe back
Thanks
there.
for
Look at that.
watching.
Look at that hurt.
Until next time.
Do it again. Do it good.
Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Adios.
Adios.
Good times. Good times. Bye, everybody. Thanks again, Tyson. See you later.
Not a problem. I'll talk to you later.